Social media is the resource we hate to love and love to hate. But research shows that we just can't stop scrolling. In fact, the average person now has 7 social media accounts, and the addiction to them could be affecting our mental health. Clarissa Bustamante looks at why can't we look away.
If I were to let it, social media would be 100% of my job as Miss Arkansas.
The newly crowned Miss Arkansas 2019 pins her crown on top of her head as she steps into her unique role as a public figure.
Before Miss Arkansas, maybe like once a day. After Miss Arkansas, social media is a part of the job.
Making appearances, hosting events, and of course, sharing her life with anyone who wants to see it.
Obviously, I'm not going to post 8 times a day, but sometimes I have 8 different posts I need to make.
While she tries to limit her time on mobile apps, it's not something the pageant winner can simply walk away from.
I don't want to live my life on a screen. I don't want to live my life on a cell phone. I want to be able to be Miss Arkansas that's really tangible and in person, but a lot of what I do does have to go through social media.
For people like Dahlem, posting is necessary. But a 2019 poll found that most people think social media does more to waste our time. Ironically, research also shows that the average person has over 7 social media accounts.
Pictures are probably the most prioritized form of social media.
Instagram, which focuses on photos, has hit 1 billion active monthly users as of June 2018. With a post comes likes, and with likes comes dopamine, a key ingredient in happiness.
There is chemical release in the brain when we experience positive things like that, and it gives us this euphoric feeling.
Susan Kristanak with Northwest Health in Springdale says while social media gives, it can also take away, especially when people lean too much on it.
Unfortunately, that can be their only source of reinforcement, and so when that wavers for whatever reason, that could be very detrimental to their overall feeling.
When we get on social media, we look for reinforcement, a sense of confirmation.
That reward mechanism of, wow, it's my birthday and so-and-so remembered, or I got a new job, I had a new baby, and here's the new pictures, and people acknowledge and give good wishes.
We want to show the best version of ourselves.
Where are we going to take the best picture? Where's the best lighting? Things like that.
And when it doesn't measure up,
that's where the sadness comes in again.
Social media makes it easy to compare yourself to others, but that's exactly the kind of thing Dahlem wants to avoid.
You don't have to go everywhere with curly hair and makeup and an evening gown and the crown on to be Miss Arkansas, because that's not what people want to look up to. Because if people think that being Miss Arkansas is unattainable, then little girls would have nothing to strive for. Because if they think they can't do it, then why would they want to be Miss Arkansas?
It's not just posting. Kristanak says we're getting to a point where we're texting more instead of socializing in person. Looking at the data, we're also Snapchatting more than you might expect. In 2014, 46 million users. This year, 190 million.
That's a loss. That's a true loss for us as human beings, not to have that true experience with each other.
Yet 57% of people say they haven't made an effort to limit or quit using social media in the last few years.
And that goes back to not so much social media, but being comfortable with yourself.
People who are trying to cope with a struggle or situation, for example, those who have cancer, diabetes, or face infertility, can also use social media as a tool to connect.
The person that is disabled, that can't move, again, there's a resource of connectivity, of conversation, FaceTiming somebody, you can actually see them. It's also a great way of checking in on the elderly.
While they're not experts, it could be enough to know that someone's listening. So does social media help or hurt?
So if I put a hammer on the table, it is not inherently good or evil. It can be used for both, though. It can be used to build a house. It can be used to harm. That's how things like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those should be looked at.
That was Clarissa Bustamante reporting. So how many hours do you think you're on social media? Head to our Twitter page and take our poll.